Welcome to our tutorial on implementing linear regression in Java. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to get started with linear regression from scratch, including a detailed breakdown of the underlying concepts, followed by practical implementation. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what linear regression is. In simple terms, linear regression is a statistical method that models the relationship between a dependent variable and one or more independent variables. It's used for predicting a response based on one or more predictors. To illustrate linear regression, consider a dataset containing the height and weight of individuals. Our goal will be to predict weight based on height using simple linear regression, which involves one independent variable. Let's first prepare our Java environment. You'll need JDK installed and any Java IDE such as IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse. Ensure your project setup is ready for managing dependencies. For this tutorial, we will also use the Apache Commons Math library, which makes implementing mathematical functions much easier. Now, let's add the Apache Commons Math library to our project. If you're using Maven, just add the following dependency in your pom.xml file. If you're not using Maven, download the JR file from the Apache Commons website and include it in your project's build path. Now we are all set to begin coding. Let's create a new class named Linear Regression Demo. This class will contain our main method and the code to perform our linear regression analysis. We'll start by setting up our data points. For our height and weight dataset, we'll use two arrays, one for heights and another for weights. For this demonstration, let's go with 5 data points. Next, we need to create a linear regression model. Let's utilize the simple regression class from the Apache Commons Math library. This class allows us to easily fit a linear regression model to our data points. To add our dataset to the regression model, we'll use the addData method. This method allows us to input pairs of independent and dependent variables, so we can loop through our heights and weights to add the data points. Next, after we have added our data points, we want to gather the regression parameters, mainly the slope and intercept of our regression line. You can get these values from our regression object. Let's put all these pieces together in our main method. Here's what the complete implementation looks like. Now, let's understand what slope and intercept mean in the context of our dataset. The slope indicates how much we expect weight to increase for a unit increase in height. The intercept indicates the expected weight when height is 0, which may not have a meaningful interpretation in real-life data. Next, we can add prediction capabilities to our application. After fitting our model, we can make predictions using the predict method provided by the simple regression class. For example, if we want to predict the weight for a height of 1.75, we can do so like this. Here is the complete code once again with the prediction included. Alright, we've covered the basics of linear regression, implemented it in Java, and made predictions based on our linear model. Now, let's quickly review what we've learned. We discussed the concept of linear regression, set up our Java project, and used the Apache Commons Math library to perform the analysis. We also made predictions using our fitted model. Before we finish up, I'd like to encourage you to explore more advanced topics such as multiple linear regression, evaluating the model with metrics like R-squared or mean squared error, and visualizing the data using libraries like JFreeChart. If you enjoyed this tutorial or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more programming tutorials. You can also leave your comments below if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!